country people and young patriots, it is with a profound sense of urgency that we, the members of Africana League, who consider ourselves as actors in shaping Nigeria's development dynamics, are making this call to you that you join us as members and supporters to engage intentionally and continuously on our preoccupation with nation building and the active pursuit of conscientious political leadership. It is understandable that we are largely disillusioned, and as a result, apathy, depression, suicide, the extremes of personal and social vanities, and relocation abroad have seemed more appealing to distract us from our problems and to explore alternatives for survival. We can all agree that the roots of our nation run deep. And as a collective, we have become experts at analyzing Nigeria's hydra-headed problems through the lens of our shared excruciating experiences. Nigeria has happened to us. Nigeria has happened to most of us, and sadly, to the best of us. Notwithstanding these issues, some of us do ask in the quiet of our minds, is Nigeria redeemable? Is transformation of a national magnitude possible in a nation where even good people learn to survive by succumbing to some permissive levels of corruption, patronage, ethno-religious stereotyping, and immorality that plagues our private conscience? At Africana League, we ask even more pertinent questions. Does it make sense that we should all give up? If we give up, what about those who look up to us and are willing to fall in line if they see us take the right steps? Who will lead them? Should we wait for the next 70 years for a non-existent Messiah, by which time, if we make it to that age, our lives will be filled with regrets of mundane living? If Nigeria, as it is, cannot give us the hope of self-actualization, can we, as young people, not find a way to give this to ourselves? Whatever will be the outcome of Nigeria as a state, the fact remains that it would be our responsibility to figure out solutions that work. Solutions that take into account the realities of our Nigerian limitations. And solutions that are therefore adaptable to the dynamics of our unpredictable society. This is the value that we as young people bring to the table of leadership. Our aim is to train, to nurture, to incentivize, and to facilitate the ascendancy of patriotic leaders across various political parties who are committed to the idea and process of nation building, so that regardless of whose party emerges in elections, we can have minimum standards of skilled, conscientious, and effective front-runners across all levels of governance. We are passionate people calling for like minds to identify with us, to work with us, and to support us. We are seeking those who are humble enough to learn these our values. We are seeking those who prioritize effective action over brilliant but inept discussions. We are seeking those who are willing to work with us to endure the rigor of growth required for a sustainable life of service. Esteemed compatriots, let me clearly caution at this juncture that passion without direction is a recipe for anarchy. And we cannot build a system by breaking it down. Let us therefore not romanticize the idea of change, such that we fail to take into account how much progress Nigeria has attained as a nation. People have already made sacrifices, and although the progress may seem insignificant when compared to our national potentials, it still cannot be discounted. Change is not a fantasy, but a process. It should not be allowed to remain an elusive ideal. The change that you seek with us is about building a consensus of what our communities need to survive, working through our networks to ask for it, knowing when to stop, celebrating our accomplishments, and mobilizing for the attainment of new objectives. A strategy for change must necessarily conform to three key issues: your sense of responsibility as citizens of Nigeria, your commitment to non-violent engagement, and your considerations of inclusive interests, including the interests of the Nigerian state to survive. Now to the elders of our time, particularly to the statesmen who have carried us thus far. It is you who have seen Nigeria at its best and at its worst. We have noted your hidden fears over whether the youths of today might grow into the quality of leadership that can guarantee a future for our nation. We acknowledge the stark reality of evolution, that within the next 30 years, most of you will be phased out of active life. We are therefore presenting ourselves for your collaboration and scrutiny in the pursuits of systematic youth reorientation and projects for nation building. We have a clarity of direction. Our question to you is, can we have your support? It is our hope that you are as tired as we are of the hopelessness in our eyes and the penury in the face of wastes that defines our existence. You can support us to produce skilled, disciplined, and patriotic citizens for the sake of Nigeria and for the sake of your own legacies. A patriotic citizen is not born but made. He or she is made from the pride that comes from knowing that certain benefits which enrich the sense of dignity and self-actualization of the individual accrue to them by the natural privilege of identifying with the nation. With adequate support, we will be empowered to act out our blueprint in your own lifetime. The cause of national development may be supported externally, but it depends 100% on domestic support mechanisms. We need your ideas. We need your convening power to your networks. And yes, we need your resources. Do not hold back what you are obligated to give. To our compatriots in the diaspora, most of you, by the pressure of your immediate environments, understand the compelling need for a stronger system back home. It is only in Nigeria that you enjoy recognition as a first-class citizen. Your expertise and resources would be invaluable to our cause for nation building. We are open to your collaboration. Pour vous tous les francophones, frères et sœurs, ce message vous parviendra sur une forme traduite. Je vous encourage à maintenir le feu allumé. Notre heure est venue en tant que dirigeant et beaucoup de choses dépendent de nous. Il ne suffit pas de se plaindre des problèmes de votre gouvernement. Vous devez agir de manière cohérente pour ajouter de la valeur. The time will surely come when we can no longer find this measure of strength as youth. And when material wealth that we have accumulated will lose their appeals. These are the days of our lives. Let us make it count. God bless the people of Nigeria and Africa.